Hello and welcome to the i-Peakfinder demonstration of the LabSolutions software. i-Peakfinder is a new and more complex peak picking algorithm when compared to traditional industry algorithms. It's fast, simple to use, and will more intelligently determine the location and areas of peaks in your spectrum. I've just opened an example chromatogram that shows a series of peaks across a disturbed baseline. As you can see, the traditional industry peak picking algorithm with default settings does a poor job of determining the peak locations and areas in the latter half of the chromatogram. Let's see if i-Peakfinder can do better. To turn on i-Peakfinder, you simply switch to the editing view in the method view window, select i-Peakfinder from the drop-down menu, and apply these changes. As you can see, i-Peakfinder is able to effortlessly define the peaks in the chromatogram and account for the deeply disturbed baseline. Of course, no algorithm is perfect. I've just opened a data file that contains a more deeply disturbed baseline. Once again, we can see that the traditional algorithm cannot effectively define peaks in the chromatogram. We can now apply the i-Peakfinder algorithm to the data. As you can see, i-Peakfinder has clearly done a better job defining peaks in the chromatogram, but the integration is still unsatisfactory. To correct the integration, we can adjust one of i-Peakfinder's intuitive, tunable parameters. In this case, we will adjust the peak detection threshold. When dealing with a highly disturbed baseline or trying to avoid integrating very small peaks, the threshold should be set to a higher value. By setting this parameter to 50 and applying it to the spectrum, we are able to show that i-Peakfinder can accurately integrate the components even with a deeply unsuitable baseline. This concludes our brief demonstration of the i-Peakfinder feature in LabSolutions software.
Excellence in science. Shimadzu.